Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and today we'll see a new question in array. So basically we are given some values in array and the all values are from 1 to n range. So now here what is n? N is length of the array. So like here what is the length of the array? Length of the array is 6 because we have 6 element. So if you see all the element are in range of 1 to n. Now what happened that ideally it should have been from 1 to n. Now some of the values are missing. So it means if some of the values are missing, it means some of the values will be duplicated. So we need to find out that what all are missing values are there and what all are the duplicate values. Like in this case, because ideally what should happen that each value should occur only one time because we have n length. So ideally it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But now if you see in this case, here we have what is missing, 1 is missing and 5 is missing, right? So these are the missing number. So it means what are the duplicated? Because two numbers are missing, it means two number will be duplicated. So what are the number duplicated? Here you see, here we have 2, 2 and similarly here we have 4, 4. So it means these 2 and these 2, 4 are duplicated. So our answer should be that we'll basically have a list, final list, and in the resultant list we'll have two lists. One list will be of the missing values, so it will be missing value, and the answer should be 1 and 5 because 1 and 5 are missing here. And if you see what is the duplicated, so duplicated values are 2 and 4, right? So that should be my answer. So now if you see that ideally all values should be in this manner. So what we can do that we can basically, because we know that numbers are from 1 to n range, so it means we can put these values as per their indexes, right? So what we can do, like we have solved the previous some of the questions, and the exactly same thing we'll do here. That here we have the numbers 2, here we have number 2, 6, 4, 4, 3, 2. So our aim is to put the value in its proper place, and then we'll see that which values are missing and which values are duplicated. So now in this case we'll start from here. This is 2. So what is the correct position? Because the indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know the correct position is something like this. It should be like this. So it means the position of 2 is at first index, right? So now we can check that if this value, like we have seen previously, that if this value is not equal to I plus 1, because that's the basic case that we check. So if it is not I plus 1, it means we need to swap the value. So first of all, like here, the value, this is 0 and this is 2. So it means we'll swap the value here. So now, so what we are doing, we are basically putting this value at its correct place. So now after swapping, it will be 6, 2, 4, 4, 3, 2. And my I is still here. I have not increased this one. Now the position of 6 is last at 5th index. So what I will do, I'll basically swap this value with this value. So now 2 will be here, then 2, 4, 4, 3, 6, right? Then if you see, again this value is not at correct place. But the point is that if you swap this value at its correct place, then this 2 is already there, right? So either we can have two conditions that check if array of I is not equals to I plus 1. So like here this condition is matching because my I is 0 and this is not matching. Now, so if it is not matching and this value should not be same, then also we'll do this. So for that what we can do, that whatever the value is at array of I minus 1, and it should not be equals to the value here, right? It should not be equal to the value of array of I. So that's what we can do. So what we can do, that we need not to check the two conditions. If we check using one condition, then that will be sufficient. So what we can do, that rather than checking these three cases, this condition, and this condition, let's check only one case. So here we can simply check that whenever you are at a particular position, so just check if array of I is not equals to array of I minus 1. So what will happen, that this is array of I. What is I? We are at 0 index, so this is 2 is not equal to, then here we have array of I. What is array of I? Is 2. So it is 2 minus 1. So it means array of 1. Now what is array of 1? Array of 1 is 2. So in this case, both the values are equal. So if both the values are equal, it means there is no point to swap the values because this is already at its correct position, right? So in this case, what we do, that if it is the case, then we increase the I, means we increase our index and we iterate for the second position. So now I will increase my index to here and I will operate on this one. Now because this value is already at its correct place, we have I plus 1 and this condition also matching. Now we go further, now 4. So again, if you see here that this 4 should be at this place, right? But if you see this case, here also we have 4 and here also we have 4. So using this condition, you will see that these values are already at its correct place. This 4 is already at correct place. So like in this case, if you see, just check this one. What is array of I? Array of I is 4. Not equals to array of I. What is array of I? Is 4 minus 1. So array of 3. So array of 3, which is already 4. So it means both values are same. It means there is no need to swap the values. So we again go further, and now this 4 is already at its correct place. Now we go further. Here we have 3. So now 3 is not at correct place. So what we will do, we'll swap the value from here to here. So after that it will be 2, 2, 3, 4, and the 4 will come here and then here, right? So now we were here, so again this is 4, but because it is already at its correct place, so we won't do anything. And now we go further. So because 6 is already at its correct place, so we will go further. And now I'm done with all the iteration of this array. Now what we can do, now we'll iterate from the first index again, and we'll check that if any position, what is index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if it at any position, if the value is not I plus 1, like here, this is 2, so this is not I plus 1. So in this case, what is missing value? Missing value will be, your missing value will be I plus 1, because ideally it should be in here, but here it is not. Like in this case, what is my index? My index is 0, so it means the ideal case would be 1. So it means case 1 missing value is 1. And what is duplicate value? Duplicate value is what is present here. So what is present here? 2, because 2 is here, so it means that is a duplicate value. Now we go further. So this is okay, because here we have I plus 1. This is also fine, because here also we have I plus 1. This is also fine, we have here I plus 1, and now here. Now this is not fine, because here the value is not I plus 1. So in this case, again the missing value will be I plus 1. So if you see, the missing value is 5. And what is the value here? So that is duplicated, so it will be 4. Now we go further. So here this value is I plus 1, so it means we need not to do anything. So at the last we will return this missing and duplicate in a list, right? So this is how basically we can check in that if we have values from 1 to n range, and if some of the values are missing, it means some of the values are duplicate. So in this case, we can find all the missing number and all the duplicate number. Now in this question, we are finding both the things. We are finding all the missing number as well as all the duplicates values. In some question, it can ask only missing number, that what are all the missing numbers, so you need to return only one list. In some question, it can be asked what is the duplicate value. So in this case, you would return only the duplicate value, right? So now if you see the time complexity in this case, so basically what we are doing, we are starting from this value and then we are going till the end, right? It means if there are n values, so we need to iterate the n element. So here overall the time complexity will be big of n. Now you can say that here we are also doing swapping, but the point is that you can do swapping only up to maximum n minus 1 time. If there are n elements, so max swap will be n minus 1, right? So this is also again equal to this one. So let's say even if you do big of n minus 1, so that will again be big of n, right? So my time complexity will be big of n. Now if you talk about the space complexity, so because as such I'm not using any extra space, I'm just using some variables which are constant, so it will be big of 1, right? So that was about the time complexity, and it is about the space complexity. Now let me show you the code as well, so that you can get it better. So here we have this array, and here I am calling the function find all missing and duplicate values, where I am passing the argument as array. Now here if you see that this is the negative case. Let's say if my array length is 0. So if my array length is 0, so in this case I would say that I would just return the blank list, because in this case there is nothing to be checked. But if it is not the case, so we'll initialize I equals to 0, and then we'll do this until array.length. And now we'll check that if this value, if the array of I is not equal to array of I minus 1, it means this is not at its correct position. So I need to swap the value. So first of all, I'll get the index, what is the correct position of it. So that we can find out using this one, array of I minus 1, right? And then I will swap the values. So this is the basic swap operation. And now if it is not the case, means if the value at its correct position, so we increase the I. And we do this till the array.length. Now after that, we know that we need to operate two lists, missing values and the duplicate values. So I'll create two lists. First list is the missing value and second list is the duplicate values. And now we'll iterate the loop again and we'll check that if array of I is not equal to I plus 1, it means the missing values is I plus 1, right? Because ideally it should be I plus 1, but if it is not, it means the missing value is I plus 1. And what is the duplicate value? The value which is present there. So now duplicate values dot add array of I. And at the last, what we'll do, that we'll create a list of list, and then in this list there will be two lists. So one list will be of the missing values and one list will be of duplicate values. And then at the last we'll return result. So if you see, that is why the return type of this function is list of list, right? And that's it. Now if you run the program, so you can see that here we have the missing values because at first we inserted the missing values. So missing values are 1 and 5 and the duplicate values are 2 and 4. So that's it about this video. And if you have any doubts, then please write in the comment section. I will try to explain that. And I will also put the source code into description section. So if you want, then you can also get it from there. So that's it. And if you have liked the video, then please like it and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.